Welcome to this video in which I'm going to be discussing about the Wharton MBA program. So in case you are looking at applying to Wharton this year, you've come to the right place. So first let's look at what the Wharton MBA program, what differentiates it. We all know it's an Ivy League school. It's considered part of the three schools, the trio, Harvard, Stanford, Wharton. That's considered, the elite of the elite. But I think what really differentiates Wharton, though it is known as a finance school, but I think more importantly, it has a certain quantitative rigor to it. Okay, so there's a lot of focus on quantitative skills, analytical skills, very rigorous thinking in that sense. So if you are a person who likes that, then Wharton is a place to be. Can you apply it to the finance industry? Sure. But can you apply it to consulting? That's also possible, right? So I don't think you should really look at Wharton as a pure finance school, but yes, it is known for finance, but I think the quantitative focus is perhaps a larger bit. The second is, among all the top schools, I think Wharton has the most, diverse profile. So it has the highest percentage of international students among the top schools. So I think that provides you with a far richer classroom experience, outside classroom experience. Again, the idea is it's not just the country they represent, but also the functions, correct? So I think that way is Wharton is truly global. If you want to pick a third one, I would probably have to pick the flexible curriculum. So there is a fixed core courses, but also you have the flexibility right in your first year to pick a lot of these electives. This is great for people who feel that I don't want to have the rigidity of a course where I'm told this is what I have to study. So once you're done with the basic statistics and accounts and economics and all the required courses, post that you can pick and choose what you want to do, right? So I think that's another big draw for people applying to Wharton. Now, coming specifically to the application deadlines, again, no surprises here. You have the standard round 1 in September 19th. So September 19th, January 3rd for second round, and you have March 27th for the third round, correct? March 27th, third round, forget about it. If you are an international applicant, you are looking either at round 1 or round 2. So if Wharton is your dream school, apply in round 1, which is September 19th. Okay, but if you feel that, okay, let me apply to a couple of other schools and then keep Wharton for the second round, then January 3rd it is for you. All right, now let's look at the specific questions that Wharton has. Now it essentially has two essays. Okay, the first essay says, what do you hope to gain professionally from the Wharton MBA? Now it's very specific, 500 words. If you think about it, it's a classic career goals essay, which you cannot answer by saying what you will get from a Wharton MBA. You have to first tell what is it that you need from a Wharton MBA. And in order to tell what is it that you need from a Wharton MBA, you also need to tell what is it that you have done so far, correct? So it kind of goes back to the same three-step process, right? Step 1, tell me what is it that you have done so far, what is it that you see ahead of you, okay? What is it that you hope to do in the future, right? Now that you tell me what is it that you hope to do, tell me what is it that you need in order to reach there. Once you tell me what is it that you need in order to reach there, the last part, how specifically Wharton can help bridge that gap, correct? So first part of the essay, 500 words, I think enough space for you to write a pretty nice detailed descriptive essay. First part, tell me what is it that you have done, where are you in this career juncture, and what do you see ahead. This would include your short-term, long-term goals. Second part, for you to equip yourself for those short-term, long-term career goals, what is it that you hope to do. Third part, now that you have figured out what you hope to do, how specifically a Wharton MBA will help you achieve that, correct? So that's really the three parts. I think very standard 150 word, 150, 150 for the three parts, maybe 50 words for the beginning and ending. So that would make it a tight 500 words. Second one, teamwork is at the core of the Wharton MBA experience, and with each student contributing unique elements to our collaborative culture. How will you contribute to the Wharton community? Now, one thing about Wharton, and again, this is based on working with, so on our panel we have Aruna, who's an MBA from Wharton. Some of my former colleagues were in Wharton. We have had a student who went into Wharton a couple of years ago. So we have had people, and when I speak to them, one thing that a lot of people talk about in the Wharton MBA program is the fact that most of the student activities are student run, correct? Which means that you volunteer to go talk to an alum to get him on campus, correct? Don't expect the college to do these things for you. So from that perspective, what they really want to know is what is it that you would contribute to the Wharton community, correct? Again, 400 words, a lot of space. I would perhaps pick 2 to 3 specific things that I bring to the table, right? So these 2 or 3 things, you need to talk about both what you can give and also what you will benefit, what will you gain, correct? So let us say that your interest is in science, right? Now, what does an MBA really require from science? But you could say that, I actually have an interest in astronomy, and I would like to show my classmates how astronomy can be very interesting. It's a very beautiful science, and maybe when we look at the star, filled sky in Philadelphia, I can show them certain constellations, right? So it's again, what is it that you can contribute, right, to the community? Now, I just gave a very small example. It could be a sport, correct? Maybe you practice yoga, in which case you could say, hey, I like to practice yoga, and yoga helps me calm my mind. And in an MBA, when people get overwhelmed with a lot of things being thrown at them, maybe I can take a yoga class. Maybe every day morning, I could probably conduct some yoga classes. Could be anything, right? But you need to say what is it that you can give to the community. But remember, teamwork is a two-way street. So you also can tell what you would benefit from that, correct? What would you benefit from teaching astronomy to others, correct? Maybe it's like a personal passion that you have. Maybe teaching yoga will also allow you the opportunity to practice yoga, correct? So whatever the case be, 2 to 3. The reason I'm picking 2 to 3 is 150, 200 words to explain each of this would give you enough space to elaborate. Okay. Otherwise, what will happen is we'll talk about 10 things. It looks like there's a checklist that you're just ticking off, correct? You went to the Wharton website, looked at all these things, say, okay, I'll be part of the consulting club. I'll be doing this. I'll be part of the cricket club. I'll do this. I'll do that. Don't do that. Okay. Just pick 2 or 3. And apart from that, you have the reapplicant essay. You also have, the option to write an essay in case you have gaps in your education or your experience, or there is something else that you think could not fit anywhere else in the application essay. In which case, utilize this. But one advice that I, always give to students: do not try to retrofit something else that could not find its place just because you have another 250 words to write about, correct? So just don't, just stuff words over here. Right? So I hope this video was useful to you. In case you are applying to Wharton, in case you would like to know more about how we can help you with your application, just go ahead and click on this link below. And as always, please share this video. In case you are part of any forums, please share this video. Please like, subscribe to our YouTube channel. That encourages us to post more videos. As always, if you actually leave a comment below, I will be personally responding to you. Alright, thank you.